Canadians will remember these 2014 championships for the impact that was made by a trio, Nick. A semi-finalist in men's singles, a finalist in women's singles, and of course Vasek Pospisil, part of the men's doubles team. But on the tennis world stage, what kind of impact did this make, and will it resonate?
I think it made a huge impact, no doubt about it. I think especially Eugenie Bouchard, who has made a huge impact this year. She's now part of the elite 10 players in the world. I don't think she's going anywhere. I think she's certainly there to hang around. And I think Milos has been part of the new breed this year. I think be part of this new generation that are coming through. I think they're still yet to do it back-to-back at majors. Obviously, it's one thing being able to win a couple of matches.
Right.
It's then doing something else, being able to beat Federer and Djokovic back-to-back. That's something that the young guys haven't proved yet. So I think we're getting there slowly with the men. But I think certainly from Bouchard's case, as I said to you, I think it's onwards and upwards for her.
Absolutely, and the women's scene right now is wide open for Bouchard to do some damage. The men's ranks is a little different. The top four remain the top four. We spoke with Ivan Ljubicic, Raonic's coach, this weekend, and he talks about the ceiling and the growth that can still be attained. With Pospisil and Raonic, this is a big hardcourt season coming up for them to maintain and elevate their rankings.
It is, and I think the one thing that's impressed me about Raonic more than anything else is his willingness to improve.
Right.
He's not happy where he is. He's not happy at being the 6th, 7th best player in the world, and I think that's something you've seen with him this year. The improvements have been significant, I think, in the attitude more than anything else. I think the backhand has improved a lot. I think the backhand down the line has improved significantly
Court
for him.
movement too.
Without a doubt. I think his ability to come forwards has improved as well. We've seen him move forwards and knock volleys off at the net. Listen, he knows he's probably got, Arash, I would say, probably the best serve arguably the game's ever seen. And I really mean that. I think he's got a weapon that probably is as good as anything else. So therefore you've got a pretty big base to start with, haven't you? And I think he understands better. I think he wants to learn, as I say. I think he's a very intelligent man, as you know, and I think he probably sets very high standards for himself. And he's just got to understand that sometimes you're not going to reach those days, sometimes you're going to have bad days, but it's accepting that and learning, and I think that's what he's great at.
How does tennis feel about the fact that no American was through to the quarterfinal on the men's or women's side in 100 years, and there were 2 Canadians dueling on the final weekend of the championships?
Well, I guess it depends which side of the border you're from.
You know who you're speaking to today, Nick.
But listen, the Americans have had a tough run, but from their perspective, they have got some good juniors. They have got a good juniors on certainly on the boys' side. I think Stefan Kozlov's in the final here in the boys' juniors. They've got 3 or 4 guys, Francis Tiafoe as well. So I think it's a matter of time. It's a generational thing. You know, things come to run in circles. I think the Americans will have some players from soon enough.
Bouchard and Raonic each say they're close. Will it be this year? We'll find out at the U.S. Open in September. For Nick Lester, Arash Madani, Sportsnet, Wimbledon.